How important is it to have the Snickers to tie?
It's very important to have Snickers, for sure. But I didn't eat the Snickers yet. That was a Hershey's bar.
Is that the one I got you from coyote hunting?
Oh, are you kidding me, man? That thing's been like gone forever. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our live feed today. Been in the office here for a little bit. Got my stuff done, and so now it's time to tie up some rods. And, you know, one thing we learned last weekend from out on Lake Winnebago was definitely the water is crystal clear in most spots out there. And downsizing everything we had. Typically, we run all 6 and 8 pound test line. Now we're going down to all for the perch, all 2 pound test, and 4 pound for the spoons for the white bass and the walleyes. Made a huge difference for sure. We actually learned that from another fisherman.
What do you think about running like 8 pound, like a braid with a 6 pound
leader?
On a leader, yeah.
Yeah, you could do that too, but you know, the problem is like right now we're running tungsten for the perch. And even getting some walleyes and some white bass on the tungstens is that it's just too heavy. It takes too much to get it down there. You can't get any action out of the rod.
With the braid.
Yeah. So it's definitely just going. I got braid on this one, but it's 2 pound braid. Man, even with glasses on, look at that. It's like it keeps jumping around.
Get some lights. Get some lights in here.
I need something, I'll tell you that. Was up on the Wolf River this morning, checking some of that. Huh. Who would be calling? It's not my phone.
No, for once.
Lance is actually in the other room. He just got off the lake. But we were up on the Wolf this morning, and I can't believe the amount of current. There he is right there.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's some girl calling you.
Maybe.
Right? Maybe. You know, he is kind of getting a little testy, you know. He kind of understands the way the fishing was going. Up till the last couple of days, the fishing was pretty tough for us. But again, you know, adjust. And, you know, we've been running 6 pound test and 8 pound test out there forever. And even on clear years, but obviously it's made a big difference. Just by going with this lighter line and smaller baits, it's tungstens all the way now. It's amazing when you start thinking about that, you know, the changes on Winnebago, the things that happen. Right now there's a great perch population out there. It's going to get even better. And the walleye population isn't too bad. You know, I was a little surprised this morning. I went up in the river and was checking some of the spots. And we fished yesterday we actually had Charlie Berens out yesterday and his dad and 2 of his brothers. And the amount of sturgeon that they caught, they had 4 on at one time yesterday. They each ended up getting one through the hole. I think one of them got 2 through the hole, fought them. The only guy that didn't get a sturgeon through the hole was Charlie Berens himself. Right?
How many do you think you caught yesterday?
Well, we had on, like I said, we had you know, it's kind of funny. We were fishing this hole, and we lost a couple of walleyes. And no sturgeon for like 3 hours, never hooked a sturgeon. Then all of a sudden, didn't move anywhere. All of a sudden, it was sturgeon everywhere. So they moved into that hole, and like I said, they had 4 on at one time. And what happened is 2 of them ended up crossing lines and cutting the lines. They were going the opposite ways. And then his brother John and Bill definitely had the longest one on, and John got the first one out of the hole. And it was, we measured it out 62 inches. That's a giant. You know, so it took him 45 minutes.
So Mindy says, "Oh, Lance," with a smiley face.
Oh, really, Mindy? Are you single? Lance lives on the lake. Don't forget that, and he is a gentleman of all gentlemen.
Adam says he's heading to Sturgeon Bay next Friday. I've never fished out there. Is Little Sturgeon a good place to start?
Yes, it is. I know. I talked to Lonnie this morning, and they are out on Larson's in full force. Out on that part, fishing whitefish, and I guess it's explosive. It always is when the guys first get out there. You know, it's amazing, like, the amount. It's usually typically Lonnie and Brett Alexander, the first 2 guides out there, and JJ, and then everybody else. There must be 30 other guides. It's like constant, like, you've never seen it, like shack after shack after shack after shack. And they'll have that whole huge, if you know Larson's Reef, how big it is, they'll have that whole reef, like, covered. I think Lonnie said between him and Brett, I could have swore he said they're going to have 60 shacks themselves out there. That's crazy.
Lonnie and Brett have kind of teamed back up a little bit.
They have.
It's kind of nice to see
the
that
love
everyone...
affair is back.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Well, that's good.
They're like an old married couple.
Yep,
Been together.
They kind of are. Right. It's kind of funny to watch them too.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I had
they
fun
fight.
fishing
Yeah.
with them.
Ron wants to know if you ever use Cajun Red Iceline.
I do, but I don't like it. I don't know. It's all confidence. I just don't have the confidence in it. You know. You got so many rods that what I do is I put, like, for 2 pound test, I put white tape on there so I know this has got 2 pound test on it. So when we start grabbing, like, we have like 8 of these big otter cases. These are the old ones. I got some of the new ones now. And like this case right here, I can get about 14 to 16 rods in. But the
you only break 1 to 3 or 4
well,
a year.
I don't worry about breaking them too much, right? So I mean, they're not like they're not made custom rods in there, right?
Yeah.
So, but we stack them in there, and the only break is when like I have guys like you help me out.
Oh,
millennials,
I've never broken a single of your rods.
At the end of the day, you're in such a hurry to shove
You
all
are
my
so
crap
full
in
of
there.
it.
That's how it goes, right? But anyways, yes, white is the 2 pound test.
Randy wants to know, when are you going to get Uncle Perry out fishing with you again?
Uncle Perry is. We just talked about that, didn't we? Uncle Perry, thinking about taking Uncle Perry up to see Tommy up there and do some fishing. Hey, if you guys, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but next week or starting this weekend, major cold front coming in. I'm damn lucky to see that, or damn happy to see that. They're talking the highs in the single digits. We'll take it all day. I hope it stays like that for the whole month of February.
Eric wants to know if you're coming back to Chippewa again soon.
Yes, we will be coming back up there. I'm sure probably sometime this month. I was going to say next month, but it is February 1st today.
Oh, what's your opinion on fluorocarbon Iceline?
It's okay. My opinion on anything that says ice on it is okay. You know, I don't see myself a big difference between regular fluoro and fluoro ice. I'm sure other guys might think differently.
Those might be the same people getting the vaccine, though.
Right. No vaccines. Why are you going to bring politics into things?
What do you run online for the Bite Me box?
I've got I've got 30-pound braid on there, and then what I'm running is 4-pound. Basically, I'm running 4-pound magnet thin on there. And that I got that from Terry over at the Bite Me box, and it works, man.
Brian,
number 20 trouble.
Brian said he broke one of your rods on Winnebago this year.
Brian
Mack.
Well, that's okay, Brian. You're not the only person, right? Right. Hopefully, it wasn't because you had too many beers.
What do you think about using goby baits for walleyes?
Spot on. I don't think you can go wrong because that's what a lot of them are eating for sure. And for whitefish. And for smallmouth. What else we got going on, Hunter? So
we got a little road trip tomorrow. I'm sure we can check back in with everybody tomorrow.
Yep.
If you're up early.
We're going up by Jeff Vandermortel to do some fishing with him.
Yep.
Yep. We're leaving at what time?
3.
Why do you sound so depressed? And what else we got going on this week? We're going back out coyote hunting, right?
Doing that. Podcast comes out tomorrow morning.
Podcast comes out.
Got to edit that out yet. And what else?
Who do we have on the podcast this week?
We got the legend,
J.R. Carter?
J.R.
Yep. You couldn't even think of it. Right? And you're the producer.
My brain's
You might
mush.
be going to the co-producer.
Yeah.
Thomas will be taking over.
I'm still the co-producer.
Okay. Thomas. This is what I do in my office some days.
Brian said he outfished you that day.
Nothing new about that, right? Especially this year. And last
Eric
year,
wants to know
before.
if Lance is going with us tomorrow.
No, Lance is going to be out on the Winnebago. Lance definitely this time of year does not go very far. He's on Winnebago pretty much every day.
Brian, on February 20th, I will not be going with you guys that day. I'm actually going up by Tommy Hicks to check out the ice caves, the Apostle Islands. Tommy had an off weekend, and I figured I'd take my wife up there to see the ice caves.
Dude,
the only
you're
way I
kind of
can
like a
convince her.
sponge.
What do you mean?
a sponge. You're going up there. The poor guy is the only weekend he's got off. You think he'd want to spend it with his lovely wife and his two.
He's going to be on the lake anyway, so I figure I might as well go along. Yep, all he's going to do is just drive out to the ice cave. She'll probably come with.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep, like a sponge.
Tom, to your answer about the goby baits, he said, yeah, for sure, because looks that's what they're eating most of the time.
Can't go wrong with goby baits.
Ryan wants to know what depth are you finding the perch and walleyes at right now?
Well, there's a lot of small perch in some okay ones in 10 to 12, but everything else is out in that 15 foot, 16 foot.
Justin Nye wants to know if we're going to have a Larry vs. Shotgun fishing contest again, and wants to know if he can find a lamprey.
A lamprey.
We need to find something else other than the lamprey.
Yeah, I don't think we can talk shotgun into the lamprey thing again, right? Last time he cried like a little baby, right?
Hey, we do have something interesting for people tomorrow. It is Groundhog Day, but we don't celebrate Groundhog Day around here.
No, what we have going, everybody, is not Groundhog. I mean, that's Groundhog
so 2020.
Yeah, and he's been wrong so many times.
Right.
Tomorrow is the official Little Stinker Day to tell us if we're going to have another 6 weeks of winter. So if Little Stinker comes out of his kennel tomorrow and stays out and suns himself a little bit, I'm saying winter is going to be over. But if he doesn't, if he just runs out and sniffs the air and runs back in, you know that we got 6 more weeks.
So be prepared for a
little stinker.
He'll tell you what the forecast will be like.
Yeah, he knows, And, this is the other thing. I mean, this is common sense, okay? Everybody knows that a skunk is smarter than a groundhog.
Is Lance still here?
Yeah, he's out.
I'm kind of nervous because, he hasn't been in here.
Yeah. And you think he's doing something to you?
I know he's doing something.
Just so you guys know, Hunter and Lance are always pulling cranks on each other, right? And then they always cry when something happens. I'm like the dad here. Then they're always crying. He did this to me.
The last time Lance was here, I was gone. He put mustard on the inside of the handles of the door when I walked into the office.
Okay, well, tell everybody what you've done to him.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Nothing.
Well, my most recent was because he got me first with the toothpaste.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm pretty innocent here. Lance just likes to prank me. Stealing my phone millions of times.
That he does steal phones big time.
Chris, yes, Larry is still guiding.
Yeah.
Frank says it's his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Frank. Big time, man. Hope you're enjoying the day. I don't like to tell anybody when my birthday is because I don't want any more birthdays.
Jason wants to know with the cold front coming in, any advice for fishing the Mississippi River?
I think personally, my personal opinion is on cold fronts is once they're in here for 2 or 3 days, the fishing gets better. I really do. And our fishing, like on Winnebago, the last 3-4 years, the best month has really been February for ice fishing.
When it's cold.
Yeah, when it's cold. Give me consistent cold any day of the week. Especially, in the fall before things freeze up. I'd rather have it cold every day. It just puts some fish, kicks them into gear. And I think it's the same in the winter. It's just that consistent cold. Typically, the fishing's pretty good.
Hey, Matt, we'll see you in about an hour in here.
Matty. Hey, everybody. I hope you're enjoying the day and having fun. Even if you're working, just remember, like I always say, be damn proud to be an American, and it is a great day to be alive. We'll talk to you guys later.